going on? We're doing our walk, our daily walk. Not daily walk, but we like to walk often. Walking 3 miles, and we got the doggies with us. You see, they don't know any better. They don't know nothing about live stream. All they know is that we're walking, and they get afraid. They get afraid of loud noises too. But right now they don't know anything. You can see the sun, and it's real beautiful. And I hope you can hear me all right. 3 miles is good for burning probably like 350 calories. I've seen some crazy lives before, but that's why I think this one's, it's not gonna be too crazy. She's gonna be chill. They set the standard pretty high, so I think I'm gonna be chilling. This is the easiest video I've made. I like to keep it workout related. I'm hoping that it records. That'll be an easy video. I'm hoping it records. But anyways, this is gonna be an easy video. I'm just walking and checking out the sunset. You can see it. And I have the dogs too. They don't know anything. They don't know anything about anything. My dogs, you can see them. They just know they're walking, that's it. And you can see the sun. And we're just going on our walk, our 3 mile walk. I'd like to welcome everybody to the live stream. Figure I just do a live stream walk. Nothing too crazy. And we have people asking questions already. That's good. It's good to ask questions. If I can make you a moderator, I believe you. I just don't know how to work it yet. Let me see. So I'm wondered. Well, honestly, I don't really need any security now, and I'll let you know if I do. But let's see. There's 2 types of moderators. It says manage words and change the chat, or you can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. I would, but honestly, I don't need the security right now. I'll keep you in mind. I won't forget you. That's a great question, though. Thank you for asking. And I had a Jennifer Petzel ask me a question. How is it all morning? It's been a good day, productive. long day, you know, it's setting, the sun's setting, so I would say it's a good morning. Not too crazy, just productive. Uh, Again, welcome to my first live stream. My name is Jesse Serrano, and I like to make YouTube videos for fitness. And honestly, I really love YouTube. So that's why I think I'm in it, is because I enjoy watching YouTube videos. So I might as well make some. I had an opportunity. So again, you can see my doggies. They're getting in shape too. And just trying something new. They say give me some news that I can use, right? So being able to do live stream, you're able to use a new tool. So come on, little girls. Anyways, just using my tools, and the sun's aiming at me. In shape. I'm doing my diet right now. It's going really well. I'm working out, and not too hard, because my diet's balancing my workout activity. I used to be working out all in, but now that I have a diet, I've been kind of chilling out and doing things. But I'm eating. It's hard for me to say this, but I'm just eating carnivore diet. I'm just eating like steaks and eggs, and I'm eating a little bit of cheese too, and some heavy cream. But it's been going pretty good. I'm feeling healthy. I feel my arms are pretty good size, and I'm getting less weight, but I feel the iron in my bones, so it's pretty good. I say it's hard for me to say that because I respect the animals. I used to be a vegetarian, but now I'm just on this other trip, and it's pretty good. Anyways, thank you for joining. It's pretty awesome. I hope I hope I don't make you throw up with all the movement. It's a peaceful day in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Be my neighbor. Anyways, the daylight saving time, you asked how the morning was going. I mean, it should be dark by this time, but it's not. So it's kind of throwing me off, the daylight savings time. This hill that I'm walking, it's really beautiful. This is a really beautiful street, because it's a circle, and this is the Texas Hill Country, and it goes, this specific road goes in a hill. So right now we're walking on the bottom, and we'll make it up to the hill, but it's good to work out your legs. You could do jogging. Could teach you how to jog. Jogging's not hard, but there's a way you got to do it. Anyways, I'm back to my old track. A good way to jog is to keep your arms at 90 degrees and put your chest up, and run with your hips forward, and then your arms 90 degrees, and then you land flat-footed. And then when you are breathing, you want to breathe easily. to where it's like you can have a conversation. That's when you're doing jogging. You want to be able to talk like you're having a conversation. You don't want to be breathing out. But some people start off slow and they can do walking. They can just walk instead. But welcome to my chat. And hey man, thank you for calling me that. It's kind of a prideful thing. They say anybody who's bald, they must know how to fight. Also, that people, there's a song about Bob Marley, and he says to get the crazy bald heads out of town. And we're on YouTube stream, man. We're on YouTube stream. Hey, have you ever heard like feeling like naked? That's how I feel right now, because I'm on YouTube. It's natural, and I would let you know one thing about a boss. They know how to treat people. Like, they can see through all the clout. They can see through it. And sometimes you gotta feel naked, you know? Because you can't hide. There's nowhere to hide. Not even, you know, on your days off. If you got a boss who wants you to go to work, you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't be hiding. So that's all right. We're on YouTube, and it looks different from this side. It looks different. You know, normally on YouTube Live, it kind of looks like, regularly on YouTube Live, it looks like it's like a standard theme, you know. But when I'm doing live stream, I got a red button that says live, and it's giving me a timer. I don't know how long my timer is gonna last, honestly, because I'm a new live streamer. But they said the more subscribers I get, the more live I'll be able to do. But once again, for those joining, you can check out the view. Got my neighbors. It's a quiet day, and they're turning, so I got a truck coming. They say to walk on the opposite side of the street, but whenever I walk, I like to walk on the same side of the street, so if there's an oncoming car, I don't have to move out of the way. I just kind of walk past them. But this car came up behind me, so I just jumped over to the side. But I'm excited. I'm excited for those who are commenting. I'm excited that, you know, welcome. That's awesome. That's awesome that you could join and say a word to me, and I can see your words, and we can have a conversation, or just, you know, hang out, whatever. Everybody's different. Everybody's got a different circumstance they're dealing with. Everybody has to face their own challenges. So I mean, to watch a YouTube live, hopefully, you know, you can enjoy it. I know everybody's time is precious, but maybe I could just be something you could, you know, have on to working out, or have on to playing video games, or I don't know. But anyways, this is awesome technology. I feel like I'm cheating, because normally I have to record, edit, post it, and now I'm just chilling. I got a maid in the shade right now. I got somebody come from behind me. They're gonna say nothing to me. That's another thing I like to share that I learned in my education is a lot of times you work out, you're walking, you're jogging, people aren't gonna be paying attention to you. They don't care. Another lesson too I'm thinking about right now, since I said that, I took my jogging class in college, is my attire. You can see how I'm wearing the synthetic material, and that's really what's you know, standard in the gym nowadays. It's really what's expected. When you go to the gym, you can't really wear anything. You have to have a gym etiquette. So that's what I'm saying. I got my stretch, also my shorts, same thing, material. We're just walking a 3 mile. We're walking 3 miles on the live stream. We're not trying to get into anybody's business other than just walking on the street. You can see the airplane. There's a lot of airplane action around here, either military or recreational. I've seen it. I've seen both sides. Also with the birds too. There's some cool little birds. Before, when I started live streaming today, I saw a couple of blue jays. So if we see any birds, I'll show you. It's getting dark quick. But the trees too, you can see the trees around here. They're like oak. There's a few mesquite trees, and some of these guys have really nice trees too. Trees are special, like this tree. It's got that big old branch on the side, but you can trim them down too. You gotta know how to trim them down, because sometimes a tree just grows an extra limb that it doesn't need. But anyways, we're just chilling, not asking anything from anybody, just walking, doing my voice chat. Not being I think I'm being respectful. Here's my neighbors here, right here. You see them. What is he gonna say? See, you know what I learned from the deer is that, you know, look, these are young bucks, and then the mama looks like a mama. This one's young. They're under management too. A deer's gotta, you know, through generations, it's gotta learn how to manage the different, you know, the babies, because you can't just be walking on the street left and right without care. You're gonna get hit. There's lessons to be learned when you're a deer. That's why I saw a deer the other day. It was walking on the right side of the road, straight, like a car. I'm like, that's the odds of you getting hit when you're walking straight. And I'm like thinking, man, these deers are getting smart. The deer are getting smart. But that's management. That's how I'm managing me. You gotta tell game. You gotta tell people what not to do, what to do. And then you gotta, you know, I read this book. It was called The Way of the Shepherd. And then basically you have, it's like you're the herd, you're the shepherd. And then you have the sheep. You have some sheep, you know, they have bad wool. Some sheep, they don't produce wool. Some sheep are great, like they got big bellies, and so you gotta take care of your sheep. You gotta notice that when you're bringing on on people, and you gotta gather. You know, the mama deer gathers. That's like the shepherd, and that's all the job is really. I mean, it's hard to think about, but that's what I'm learning. I'm starting to see it like that. Management. That's pretty awesome. That's a deer. But we're getting right here towards maybe 25%, almost to 30 of the walk. We ate pretty good, pretty lean. Not lean, but we ate our diet. You know, I ate some beef in the morning, like some jerky beef, and then I came home and I ate some like breakfast, like basically ground beef, bacon, and cheese I mixed together. with with the fat, you eat fat when you're in a carnivore. You don't That's not normal. But I add up the calories. I mean, it's pretty heavy calories. And then so we burn calories throughout the day just being in our job. But right now we're walking, like I said, 320 calories is just more off the gut. So it's pretty healthy counting calories. Some people don't know how to count their calories, or all you really gotta know is basically what you know you just have to learn. You learn how many calories are in certain food, and then you can just start working it off. There's different levels to it. You can learn your cholesterol and your fat intake, and you can do scientifically, but I don't think you have to. But it starts somewhere, and that's where I'm at. I know what I'm burning right now, and I know what I ate, and I feel pretty good. uh, One thing you probably didn't know, I don't know if you know, is calories. They're not like, you might see like 300 calories, but that's really 3,000. That's really means 3,000. um, I don't know if it's kilocalories or exactly what, but that's what that means. Anyways, talking about the calories we're burning as walking on this 3 miles. The sun's going down. The weather's not too crazy. We're in the Texas Hill Country. I think the weather's been pretty cold lately, but anyways, it's not too bad. This is like a good weather. Hello. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your support, and it's nice to try something new. We're just here doing our walking and just having updates, conversations, um, talking about calories and uh, anything that we can feel like talking. From my perspective too, the way I see it. But I was about to start talking about music, but I mean, music's been pretty good. No, I'm not in the military, but my dad was. So everything I know pretty much is from my dad. Um, there's that's he owes everything to the military. I owe my life, I think, to the military. Because if it wasn't for the military, I wouldn't have been born. Um, just thanks to the military. But yeah, no, just I I work hard. That's what I learned, just working, and not to be afraid of work. And we learn from our diet. Um, through life, I stay away from sugars and just living a lifestyle of awareness. No sugars, cokes. I never drink cokes or anything like that. Just the way I was raised. Um, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see we're on live. The day's winding down. People are going home. I'm just over here walking. And yeah, like I said, updates. That's what we're just doing here, just updating. Um, I've been blessed today to see one of my favorite rappers. His name is Afroman. He just he was in court because he was getting sued. But from my understanding, he got out of it. Not out of it, but he won without a doubt by the jury. Afroman, he kind of set an example today because, like I said, he was getting out. He just got out of a court from being sued for posting videos in response to people who kicked down his door, the police officers. And I've been there, and it doesn't feel good. You know, you feel like in your soul, right? You're doing right, but all of a sudden you got to get taken down by somebody who's saying you're breaking the law, and that's the worst. That's the worst part. Afroman, he says about the police officers that some people do not deserve to wear the badge, and other people say that too. I've heard that. And that's a perspective. That's the way I see it. I mean, you gotta earn it. Certain jobs, you have to be qualified, and just respect it. The police, that's a pretty crazy story. Same thing with me. We grew up from, they say you grow up from like a tree, like the cars, they all have a main maker. There's only 4 makers of all cars. And I mean, if you think about it, look, here's one. It's a nice one too. That's pretty slick. Anyways, 4 makers. This is that one's a Ford. There's only like 4 makers of all cars. And that's the way I see it with us 2 humans, probably. I mean, we think the same. They say there's only one father. But yeah, like I was talking about Afroman, and we thought the same when it comes to police. Probably because that's like what the music we grew up on. But the real one, you know, they're the ones who make the system. They're the ones who make, and then it's like a crazy government. So you gotta know where you fit in. It's all government. But that's what I go to school for, is police. And I'm not saying I'm gonna be a police, but it's a great lifestyle. You take care of your body, your health, and your mind, and you do what's right. The phone is making me look a lot brighter than it is. It's getting dark out here. And I feel good. I didn't shave my mustache today. I just left it, but we're just gonna grind it out. We're gonna milk it till it's dry. Hey, the dogs are barking, because that's what dogs do. Anyways, we're just gonna keep milking it. And we'll see the consequences. There's consequences to every action. Hello. Go left. Got action right here. Anyways, I hope you guys getting active. And I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Looking up. I know it's hard, but remember the tree. You get your roots in the ground and you be fruitful. I'm gonna take a picture of the hill. Ooh. It looks like daylight outside. Looks like daylight, but it's not. It's not. At one point, I had like 28 people in here. Now I have 0. But it's all good.